Hey, 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 beautiful day. I had to shed some clothes. Uh, wow, this is hot. 1850 Fisher, 2022 Stabi craft. One of my favorite little, you can't beat this 18. Uh, and actually, that's a heck of a sail on this thing. Huh, that ain't bad. 61. It's got I believe that's a 90 on that. It could be a 115. Nope, 90. Yamaha, four-cylinder. You got a 15-pitch aluminum prop on it. There's your flushers go down here. Right down in here, you'll see this little screw. So if your lower unit went down and wouldn't go up by itself, you unscrew that. Just have someone put some gentle weight, just pull up on it. Don't really reef on it. Just put your hand here and just give it steady pressure and it'll lift up. If you try to yank on it hard, it ain't gonna go nowhere. You get it up there, tighten the screw, put the stops down on it. Here's your oil drain here, latch for the cover, fresh water flush. That there, do not start the motor. You undo it, that's a stop. Hook your hose to it, let it run for about 8 minutes. Now, after 40 minutes, or you touch this and the cowling's cold, and the water comes out cold, then that's not going to do you any good. Put the earmuffs on, turn water, start the motor. When you get done, turn the motor off, then turn the water off. Okay, you got the hydraulic steer, which is good. We just had a discussion. A guy had a 115 on his 20-foot. Little boat he just bought, and it had cable. He said, I want hydraulic steer. So that's what he's doing. He's getting that put on. Makes it a lot easier. 2022. You got a kicker bracket over here. It's got the 64 UHD transducer, clear view, side view, down view, and the traditional. Really good units, actually. Now, I don't know how he's going to use this for lakes. So I read somewhere about a marine map. I didn't see it in there. These got kind of built-in maps, but on the West Coast, they don't really care about our lakes too much. Midwest on, everything's detailed. So there's only going to be a few lakes that's actually on that ship, just so you know. But I don't know why he did this, but when he put the starter kit in, unless our guys did this, is he started his power, then he put the VHF, and then he put the compass or the GPS antenna in, but he didn't hook a drop cable from the unit and a T, so which he may want to do. Granted, he doesn't have AIS radio, but that way you could at least use that GPS antenna onto that. It's more accurate. They got kind of a built-in heading sensor. So I wrote that in my notes. It's blue, body looks really good. A 16-degree V, 39-gallon fuel tank. About 2,900 dry weight without fuel. Boat motor trailer. Gear oil right here. You can check it down here. It drains right there. You got internal zincs every cylinder on the block. You got zinc down below. You got zinc up here. You got 2 coats of clear, 2 coats of primer. That's kind of nifty. Stainless prop shaft, drive shaft. Check the nut. That's tight. Nice hooks for your tie downs. Got your drain plugs. Top ones right there. That's your drain for your floor. These are for your tubes. Life ring and then chamber on each side, so those should be dry. Load guides are right. You want them about 1 finger to 2 fingers away. You don't want them any farther apart than that, or they're not going to do you any good. You got regular buddy bearings, 5 lug, galvanized wheels, galvanized trailer, spare tire. You got a windlass up here with a plow anchor. 2-inch ball, safety chains, flat 4 in the trailer wire. The good antenna. Then you can jump up here. Got cup holders, tackle holder, rod holders, crab box, fish box, drain plug, battery switch. Leave it on 1 and 2. Battery charger. There's your washdown pump. It's gonna run downriggers. These are wired in. This is your light, your anchor light here. You got lights back here. Batteries are under here. Flip out seats. Got the 2 coolers. He's got his bag with his canvas. The seat cushions go on there. There's this winch up there. Stereo's right here. You can just flick that on right there. And then that will come on. We'll turn the volume down on that. Then you can search your channels by hitting that. And then you can save it. Whoop, go back to 101.1. Okay, so that at least works. And then you got over here, you got build pump that works. You don't have bay tank, deck wars, and your nav lights, your windlass. That works. Let me drop that again. There you go. Straighten that up a little bit. There. Perfect. In that window, you want to unzip these before you pop this window up, and I'll show you that out here. You got the VHF that's hooked up to your antenna, but again, I mentioned here's where you put your little chip. Right in there. 703 control box, safety lanyard. And I'll take the cover off for his VHF. That's not an AIS radio, that's a VHF 115. But he should have that hooked up to this. But right now he's got this and this hooked up to the starter, so you should have a drop cable. So that way he's got GPS antenna going into here, which then will go into there and so on. The speaker's right there. So now, 2022 1850 Fisher, great boat, very, very deep. And I'll put this right here. Stable, chambered, sprayed with flotation. I mean, virtually unsinkable. Ladder, make sure that's up. If not, it'll drag and they're hard to get back up again if they're in the water, unless you have a boat hook. And I think this is paint missing off the back right here. It must be when they were wiring it, they pulled that plate out and then they just shoved it in there. So I'll make notation of that. Other than that, I'll see you on the water. You got a couple little chips on top. Okay. Boat doctor out. Let me see how